Here we are for the next chase race number 5. We keep it on the West Coast. We're at the Auto Club Speedway for the Sony 500, a race which has been crazy in the past. Luke Rainey won last night in the Target Series. He starts on pole for this Gatorade Cup Series race. Choose outside chaser the 5 of Jeff Bright needing some good luck to go his way to get into championship contention. Then Colton Yeo starts third, TJ Hanley in fourth, and running out the top 5, Jonathan Beeford. Then 6th, Jonathan Rains, who dominated at Phoenix last race. 7th is Jay Jefferson, 8th is Alex Stewart, 9th Michael Canto, and Lawrence Pound rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the field, you got Jake Galloway, who is outside Brendan Reed. They have William Seaman and Tim Gary. Then there's Nathan Stapleton and Steve Morgan, Joe Jefferson and Luigi Octavo. Then Eli Bright and Emmett Juckham, Riley Spraley-Tube and Andrew Miller. Then you have Kyle Perry and Tim Randolph, Carter Friesen and Isaac Nichols, and Stuart Gratton and Donovan Dewitt, Michael Gregory and Diego Yepes. Then there's Levi Shones and Alexander Rowe, Trey Rainey and Derek Hamill. Then Carson Bowers and Griffin Linear points leader. Second in points, Coluigi. This race propelled him into a championship winning run last season. Justin Zidell, who's outside. They have Justin Heath and Max Anderson. And finally, running out the field, Brandon Thorpe in the 24, Steve Larker in the 16. That's your starting lineup here at Auto Club. Let's go down to track stand and get the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
All right, boys, let's remember, things happen pretty fast here, real fast, so let's get ready to rock and roll. Everybody stay on their toes. Give your seatbelts a little tug there, buddy. Turn your brake bands on and your tire bands on. Good luck. Be safe.
5th chase race of the season, and it's going to be one wild one here in California. So we were talking about during the starting laps how this race really propelled Coluigi to the championship last season. He missed 2 crashes in this race, ended up finishing in the top 5, which really helped him in the point standings, and inevitably basically ended up with him winning the championship as some of the other big championship contenders crashed down those crashes. So he's looking to try and repeat that performance here tonight, but he has a long way to go to the front. Paced car in, which leaves the field in the hands of Luke Rainey and Jeff Bright, the front row, for the start of the Sony 500. We're green and racing at Auto Club. Already scattering 3 and 4 wide down this backstretch. Colton Yeo took it from the 3rd position, but now Jonathan Beeford from 5th. Here comes the 09 Michael Canto, he was 9th at the start of the race. He's going for the race lead in 3 and 4. Canto, one of your chasers, comes off of turn number 4. And from the 9th starting position, Canto in the 09 leads lap 1. Just shows how crazy Auto Club can be. Some drivers that started in maybe the last row, they could be up inside the top 20 already. Just shows how much passing there is, how much shuffling there is. Joe Jefferson gets forced to the middle of 3 as Eli Bright comes low. But now Steve Morgan looks even lower in the 13, down the backstretch. Eli's going to try and get clear right there. Canto got a big push, he gets clear, and Eli's to 2nd. He was 7th at the line last time by. He's looking for that race lead on Canto as the 09 goes up the track a little bit. Eli's the run underneath. It's been a long time for Eli Bright since he's gone to victory lane. It could definitely be today. That car looks pretty fast, but he has to keep it out of trouble. That's very hard to do here at Auto Club because you can wreck from the lead, you can wreck at the back. It just depends on where the crash starts. So Eli's gotten out front. He's now going to try to control the 3 lanes. Here comes Tim Ralph from the 92 to the bottom lane. Right, to this. Oh, crash! Shones goes around. He's going to get others. He got a few chasers. I see the 42 that went around. Coluigi, Shones, and Gratton, 2 other chasers that were involved. We're racing back to the stripe. Eli Bright's out front, and they're 3 wide for 2nd behind. Spraytip in the 7 down low. To the stripe they come. Eli Bright, the 88, leads us back to the yellow flag as a few chasers at the back of the field were taken out. There's Miller involved. There's where Shones got his damage. Coluigi, I don't know how much damage he has in the 42. Enough to be coming down pit road. Gratton in the 56 I saw involved. I don't know if he's on pit road already or I don't know where Gratton is, but I saw him involved. Caution 1 is out for a crash in the back of the pack involving chasers, Coluigi, Levi Shones, and Stuart Gratton. Let's see how this started. The 14 I saw sliding sideways in the middle of the field. Man, this does not look good. If I'm down to do it, I'm going to be hiding after this race. He drives it hard underneath Shones, Octavo, and Jeff Wright. Those are 3 chasers right there. He just clips the 14 Shones. Nothing Shones could do there. And Dewitt just kind of drives in there and clips the 14 round, goes Shones, and then he just comes up and he's going to get the field. Trey Raines does a great job missing. That's where Stuart Grant got his damage. Andrew Miller, and Miller comes off. Oh, that's where Coluigi got his damage. second in the chase points. Eventually, you can have a few bad races, but that's some pretty hard damage for him. Carson Bowers gets on the brakes and barely hits the 42, but that's still some damage for the 21 as well. So I'd say about 4 or 5 cars got damaged in this as Dewitt just kind of drove it. Oh yeah, he slid up into the 14 definitely, but my gosh, I would not have made that move in the first place. I'd be hiding if I'm Dewitt because I just took out at least Grant. I think Grant might be done for the day. Code Luigi has some pretty heavy damage along with Levi Shones. Let's go on board those 3. Kyle Perry in the 47 chaser did a great job around the outside getting away without any damage. We'll go on board with him a little bit later on. Let's go on board with the 42 of Code Luigi. He's involved. He has some damage. I don't know how bad it is. We'll have to see on the restart though. And he hadn't missed in the 31. Miller kind of came down right here. He's going to get even more damage. That's some slight contact there. Actually spun back around, kept him going straight, but you can see the right front definitely has some pretty heavy damage there. And we mentioned Kyle Perry in the 47 able to miss this. He was up top. He's not had the chase he's wanted, trying to rebound. Yeah, it just cleared on the outside lane. He hit the gas once he saw that 42 coming up. Great job there by Perry to miss it. One more on board. Stuart Grant in the 56 probably got the most damage from this. That hood all buckled up. He does get away, but I believe that damage is going to be too heavy. He should be able to continue, but it's not going to be at race pace. Maybe the same with the 42 as well. So back in front, the ADA V-Lap right out front. He leads back to the yellow flag. He's on pit road, but I don't think anyone else is he the only one coming down? Oh my. Eli and a few others came down pit road, but the rest abandoned. And Eli takes fuel only there. He's going to try and just get out and away with that fuel. Of course, it doesn't matter here at all, because you can get from the back to the front easily, but man, that is some track position lost, and you're now going to be at the back of the field where some big crashes could happen. So tough breakthrough for Eli. He's first off of the pit lane, but he's going to have to restart behind all of these drivers coming down as well. In fact, the only 2 that actually came down other than Eli were damaged cars. Set hands lead to Riley Spiritu in the 7. California native out front. Hilly is back to the green flag. Coming back green lap number 8. 31 laps to go. And from that crash, Andrew Miller's out. Jay Jefferson had a gearbox issue under the yellow flag. So that takes him out of contention. Tough break for him, as he's not had some good luck the second half of the season. Riley Spiritu out front for this restart. They're inheriting it after Eli pitted. Second is Emmett Juckham. Third, Tim Randolph. Fourth, Michael Canto, your first chaser. And Alex Stewart rounds out the top 5. Then Diogo Pez in 6th. Jake Galloway 7th. Griffin Lynn is 8th. Brendan Reed in 9th. And Colton Yo rounds out the top 10 for this restart lap number 8. Eli Bright came down pit road to get some fuel. Maybe thinking that he can make it from here. If not, he's on the edge. He restarts in the 37th position. Damaged cars behind him are the 3 chasers, Grattan, Luigi, and Shones. So they're trying to make up ground, at least stay with the pack. So restart, Spiritu is out front, into the restart zone for him. Juckham on bumper, and we're back racing. Green flag is back in the air. How about Griffin Lynn? Well, he started at the back. We were talking about he's had such a great chase, and here he has found his way up inside the top 10. Great job there by that 36 team, but they still have a long ways left, and crashes looming around every corner here at this place. Randolph all ready for the race lead to the inside. Spiritu as they come off of 2 and down the backstretch. Oh, it looks like the 56 is actually the fastest of those guys that were involved in the crash. Look at this. 3 wide down low for Alex Stewart in the 38. He's going to have a big run. He's to the inside of the 92 and the 7. As they race off of turn number 4, Alex Stewart has a 36 behind him. As they come off turn number 4. Yeah, those 3 that were involved in the crash, they're definitely slower with that damage. Lynn to the bomb lane, 4 wide for that race lead. Brendan Reed pushing them. His drivers up in this pack trying to get every position they can, trying to get back out front. Here comes Reed to the bomb lane, the 33, trying to get by points leader Griffin Lynn. He will as they come down the backstretch. Here comes Max Anderson, the A3 to the bomb lane. He has a run. He has the help from Derek Hamill, but Hamill goes to the middle lane and help that 33 out. And now the A3 has no help unless Steve Morgan. And here comes Morgan to the bomb lane. Jonathan Beeford trying to win another one. Here comes William Seaman trying to get his first Gatorade Cup Series career victory. Lawrence Poundpond, TJ Hanley is up here. They're missing the chase. Hanley's had some pretty good chase races. He's trying to get another victory. Here this season would be his 3rd career Gatorade Cup Series points paying victory. 3 by 3 in the pack, even an occasional 4 wide. Jonathan Beeford clears. Here comes Seaman to the bottom lane. Lawrence Poundpond, TJ Hanley. Then Octavo and Luke Rainier pole sitter. He's back on the bottom lane, charging back up towards the front as they race down the backstretch. If I'm maybe Shones and Grattan and Luigi, I might be hoping for a crash that involves a lot of chasers, and a big enough crash that where they're out of the race and not just limping around like they are, because that could definitely get them points. That's why they're still out there, trying to get every point they can off of crashes and whatnot. Because I don't think we're done crashing. From what I've seen in the past here in the Sony 500, it's the wildest Auto Club race of the season because of where it is in the schedule. So I would expect to see at least 1 or 2 more big crashes. Luke Ray, your pole sitter, to the inside of Octavo, but Griffin Lynn, another chaser, to the bottom lane. He has Diego Yepes pushing him. Lynn, your points leader, doing a great job here at Auto Cup so far, but still so much racing left. We got about 27 laps to go this time by, so anything can happen. Yepes, Colton Yo go to the bottom lane. Jeff Bright is last in the chase points currently. He's trying to get something rolling here, heading into the midway point of the chase, so he needs a good run here at Auto Club to get some momentum to try and start a championship run. It would be a second Gatorade Cup Series championship if we were to get it done, but it's a big stretch right now. But here he goes to the bottom lane. Just Ethan the 9 going low as well. Those are Richard Petty Motorsports cars. Heath and Gary lined up on the bottom lane, but Gary goes to the middle as Michael Gregory in the 17 pulls out with an issue to the 17. He's going to ban to the apron, so tough break there for Gregory running up in this front pack. He has some sort of issue. Kyle Perry takes second. He's going for the race lead now. Carter Friesen in the 9-9. Here comes Trey Ray in the 8 after just missing that crash. And I mean just missing it. He's up here inside the top 4. So he grabs 4th from Jeff Bright the stripe. Kyle Perry leads lap. Carter Friesen 3 wide to the bottom lane. And here comes Michael Canto in the 09. They are getting close. They're stacking them up. Watch back there. The 11, the 00 rubbing. They're wrecking. Big crash. They come off turn number 2. Who's involved? I see Derek Hamill, chaser involved. They're racing back to the stripe. Carter Friesen out front. Kyle Perry second. And a few cars get away unscathed. Kyle Perry trying to lead them back here. Looks like he's gonna. He has the help from Trey Rainey down low. Perry back in front. Friesen second. Trey Rainey third. Chasers involved in this one, definitely. There's the 34 with damage. These guys were far enough back they were able to get away. Jeff Bright, a chaser involved. Jonathan Rains, possibly. There's Grant gaining positions. Try to see if where's Griffin Lynn at in the 36. Your points leader has a little bit of damage to the left side of that car. So he was possibly involved. How bad is the damage, though? So that happened in the middle of the pack. I'm surprised that wasn't all the cars in that pack. Caution number 2. Another big crash. And these guys are most likely going to be hitting the pits this time. And Trevor actually got out front of the 47, so he might actually be leading them down pit road. Now it'll be interesting. Does Eli stay out? Does he come down with these guys? He does. But even though he pitted, it doesn't matter. He's still 10th position. That's probably he probably would have been in that crash. He would have stayed out. So great job there by Bright, getting those positions back up inside the top 10. And still has a shot. So come down to the pit lane. Trey Rainey leading the field down as we got some chasers on pit road with damage. There's Alexander Rowe. Gregory actually missed the crash because he was on pit road, but he is obviously going to be a lap or 2 down. So Rainey into his pit stop will kind of follow these guys down pit road and see. Rainey looks like right as of now just taking 2 tires, but I would expect to see maybe some 4-tire pit stops, so maybe some 2 tires. Trey takes 2 right there since he came in. Oh, we got hit by Shones! Your race leader's into the pit wall and stuck in between the 1 and... Oh, some more contact. Seaman gets into Steve Morgan. Contact everywhere on pit road. Now he's going to lead us off. Trey Rainey has some pretty heavy damage. He's back there. Eli's taking 4 tires in the 88. And off of pit road in front, it's as of now Steve Morgan. But Carter Friesen with a great pit stop. It's a drag race to the line. Friesen beats Morgan off of pit road. And the 99 car leads back to the green flag after some slower pit stops for some others. But let's see what happened in front of the field. Octavo gets spun in the 00, and it was on from there. A big crash. They came off at turn number 2. Let's check out how it was caused. 5 wide back here, and it's going to get Derek Hamill, who's in front of it. So you can see right here, they're going to go up 2 teammates right there. 34 gets clipped by the 20. That's where Tim Gary, Jeff Bright gets spun around. Colton Yo. Griffin. Oh, Lynn got hit pretty hard by Seaman right there. Bowers, Joe Jefferson was driving through the middle, but got hit. Larker did a great job through the middle. Donovan do it the same there. Rowe gets damaged. Juckham's around. Luke Rain around the outside. TJ Hanley around the outside did a pretty good job. I see some drivers that did some pretty great wreck. Ooh, wow. That 24 is pretty close there. Look at this in real time from a different camera angles. See right there, they're 5 wide, just nowhere into the wall they all go, and stacking them up from there. Lynn got spun around too. He got spun down towards the inside wall. There's Jeff Bright getting hit a few times hard. Some drivers did a great job around the outside. Isaac Nichols in the 48. Tim Randolph. Ton of other drivers involved and so many chasers as well. Griffin Linear points leader in a crash, but how bad is the damage? Will he be off pace like the 14, the 42, and the 56, or can he keep his foot in it and keep going? He got spun down towards the inside, some pretty heavy left side damage. I would not be surprised that 34 or that 36, is off pace. Let's go on board. Derek Hamill, the 34, ahead of the crash that was going to happen, but ended up collected in it. Oh, he got hit a few times too. Joe Jefferson has had a great chase, and here he's in it again. Hamill's possibly done as well. We have to go on board Griffin Lynn, the 36, see the damage that he got as he spun down towards the inside. One of the drivers that was really lucky in that was the 00 Lee Jack Table. He was one of the first to get sideways, I guess you could say, but he was able to control the car, keep it going straight. There's a Pez in the A7 down low with damage. Let's go on board with Octavo. The final on board we're going with is with that 00. He just missed this crash. The XC's a part of it, but right here keeps it going straight as they spin ahead. Great job by Octavo there to know where he was. Be aware, he gets away without any damage. Brake goes to the apron as well. So Friesen tried to lead them back. Perry led them back, but Friesen leads them off the pit lane. He'll be a race leader once we hit the restart, which is going to be a few laps before halfway. Coming back for the restart, lap number 18. It'll be 21 laps to go here at Auto Club. Isaac Nichols, Derek Hamill, chaser is out. Jeff Bryant, chaser is out. And Levi Schoens, the chaser is out. So 3 chasers retire off of that. Trey Ray is now 2 laps down. Remember, he came into pit road first, but then coming off pit road with some contact with Schoens, which is actually why Schoens is out. And then Rainey, of course, stuck on pit road. 2 laps to repair that damage. Tough break for him, as he had missed those crashes. He was up in contention. Now that happens. Michael Gregory is also a lap down. Alexander on the 71 on the tail end of the lead lap. Carter Friesen in the 99 out front for this restart. Second will be Steve Morgan. Justin Ethan third. Michael Canto in fourth. And Jake Galway in fifth. Then in sixth, you have Kyle Perry. There's the lap card, the 17. Seventh is Lawrence Poundpond. Steve Larker in eighth. Don Madu at ninth. And Luke Rainey's teammate rounds out the top 10. Griffin Linear points in the 36. It's going to restart behind a lot of these chasers in the 27th position. It looks like they did a pretty good job with that damage. We'll see how the car performs, though. As the pace car is in, Trey Rainey off of pit road. Trying not to get lapped again. Restart lap number 18. Friesen trying to get another win this season. They stack up because of the 71. A very slow start. And the green flag is back waving. Gregory was slow. Oh my gosh, they are really slow. I don't know what's wrong with these drivers, but they are slower than slow. 17 and 71 backing up through the field. That cost some drivers some positions right there. 71 still falling back in the middle lane as the 36 trying to get away. The 17 still blocking some cars. They go down the backstretch into turn 3. Up front, Carter Friesen pulls away as they battle for second. Steve Morgan in the 13 coming to 20 laps to go. Here comes the 11 with Jake Galway as well in the bottom lane. Oh, did those guys just get spun down low? Or did they just abandon the pit road? Perry and Dewitt, I don't know if they spun or if they just did great. No, they just were coming down their own. So Kyle Perry, one of your chasers, down pit road. Dom and Dewitt, they're running inside the top 10. Meanwhile, up front, Carter Friesen coming around to lead them to halfway. Canto, a chaser, gets cleared to second. They're 3 wide for third as the field has been spread out because of those lap cars. Friesen and Canto, 1-2, and Canto has that draft. He's coming for that race lead. 9-9 Friesen trying to block down to the white line, but Canto's a bigger run. He's to the inside of the 09. Or he's to the inside of the 99. Halfway. 19 laps to go. They're battling hard for third on back. Now with these guys being side by side, look at the run that third place Eli Bright, Steve Larker, and the others are going to have. They might get 3 wide with Carter Friesen down the back. Eli gets up in line behind that 9-9, gives the draft to that 9-9 Friesen, and Friesen will clear. He'll keep second. Eli Bright's trying to keep third over Steve Larker. He might go for second. Eli's a huge race to the inside for the second position. Coming to 18 laps to go. Luke Rainier Pulsar is still in this. There's Brendan Reed, Riley Spurley Tube, Jonathan Beeford, TJ Henley, Justin Zidell still in the pack. 18 laps of racing to go. Last car in the pack is the 29. Jonathan Raines able to stay alive as of now. Raines currently scored in 16th. It's a 16-car breakaway. Raines' teammate Stapleton and the others trying to catch up with a single file lane behind. Down the backstretch for the race lead, Steve Larker in the 16 to the inside of the 88 of Eli Bright and challenging into turn 3. He has the position down low. He's going to keep it down there. Here comes Reed in the 33, even lower. Jonathan Buford, TJ Hanley, Justin Seidel, and Just Ethan on the inside lane, trying to get by. As Reed leads the lap in the 33 down low. The 4, Jonathan Buford, now looks low. To the inside. The 30 of TJ Hanley pushing that 4 car through. Hanley a little loose off the corner. He's able to save the car. But here comes Seidel down the backstretch, looking low, 3 wide for second. But Hanley has to draft from that 4. He might be able to get clear of that 20. Have a shot for the race lead. Off into turn 3. Seidel gets moved off the track by Spurley Tube. And here comes Hanley. Well, are they 5 wide again? 5 wide bouncing off each other. Galloway down low. Heath is in the middle lane. Friesen, Rainey, Eli, Bright. And they're still bouncing off each other. 5 wide off into turn 1. Yeah, someone's got to give right here. This is going to be bad as they come off turn number 2. They're able to sort for now, but they're 5 wide again. Reigns makes it 5 wide. Galloway's beating and bang with Heath. Heath up into Seidel. They're able to control their cars, keep it straight. There comes the 15 laps to go, and they're battling like it's the last lap. Packed up 4 by 4 in this lead draft. 16 cars. For the race lead, Buford and Hanley are in a big blocking match. Hanley leads the lap up top, all the way up against the wall and almost into the wall. The 33 Brendan Reed, as they're side by side into turn 1. Buford is going to take it from Hanley. I don't know if this front pack's going to make it. I really don't. With how they're racing, I would be prepared for a crash if I'm anyone inside this top 16. And 17th on back could try and close in. Jonathan Buford still side by side with Hanley. So the third got a good run off of turn number 2, but this time Buford clears. He's your new race leader. Now Steve Morgan looks on the 13. There might be lap traffic. The 71, the 17 again. The 18 is slow. The 42, the 56. They might not catch the 42, although he is pretty slow. Off into turn 1, Steve Larker. Now going to get passed by the 30 of Alex Stewart. These drivers want to get out front when they catch the lap traffic so they have a place to go instead of being caught in the middle of a 4 wide and having no place to go. Canto and the 09 with the push from the 80 of Eli Brett. Those are 2 Chevrolets working together down low and working good. Canto, your new race leader, coming to 13 laps to go, but they do have lap traffic in the form of the 71, the 17, and others. Yeah, here they come, they're catching them. Lawrence Poundpond to the inside of the 80 of Eli Bright. When do they catch these drivers too? If they catch them in the corner, the middle and outside lane might not be a bad place to be. If they catch them down the straightaways, you're going up on the inside lane, and Friesen knows that he's going down low. Cars all the way up against the wall. They're wondering when they're going to catch these drivers. It's going to be down the straightaway. You want to be down low, and that's not where some drivers are. Friesen gets a win, a few others, but drivers trapped on the 71 and the 17. Eli Bright, Canton about the second half of the field have been caught behind these drivers, and that might allow the second pack to catch up, and they might have the drafting up to try and get up there. And these guys still have the draft, but they have more lap traffic ahead. For the race lead, Luke Rainey trying to lead. 3 wide, 12 to go, coming to 11 to go this time. TJ Hanley's back up front. The pack has been spread out, but they'll easily get together because of the draft down the backstretch. Rainey has no help down low, and Stewart with a big run up top. He might get clear, he might go for the race lead. Friesen is third, Rainey fourth, Seidel, Morgan, Heath, and others. As Stewart is now side by side with Hanley coming to 11 laps to go. And Jake Galloway's up here, Reed, Palempon, Gregory, and even more cars back there trying to run this front, about 11 cars down. 11 to go, 42 of Code Luigi's ahead as they enter turn 1. Luigi's been off pace the whole race, and finally they're about to put him a lap down. It's going to be off of the corner, which is an even worse place to catch as they come down the backstretch. Once again, the outside lane, not the place to be. Hanley advanced to the middle, or he's trying to at least, and Heath will get away. Hanley caught up top with Friesen and Seidel. They'll be going backwards. And now up front, Steve Morgan with the racing. They are stacking them up back here, trying to get around Luigi, who's still blocking the 30 and the 99 up top. Spruti finally gets down low, but Friesen's still up top. He'll finally get down low, but it's been a big, tough break. Friesen's still stuck behind the 42. Can he get low? Finally gets low, but he's lost the draft, I bet now. Luke Rainier pulls here, takes the race lead. Has Trey Rainey ahead with 10 to go. Lap traffic ever at all because of these big crashes. I think now it's dwindled down to a 15-car pack at the front. Morgan on Luke Rainey for that race. He's coming to 9 laps to go. Brendan Breen, the 33. He's coming for second. They're going to catch Trey Rainey down the straightaway as they come down the front stretch. Luke Rainey. Oh, caution is out. Yellow. Down the backstretch, Tim Randolph and Tim Gary, along with William Seaman, that just hit hard. It's going to set up a late race restart. Trey Rainey keeps his lap, or at least he's not going to go more laps down. A huge break for Carter Friesen, who lost the draft. But these drivers are going to be anxious now. It's going to be a restart late in the race. Worn tires, and a lot on the line for some chasers. Let's see what happened to Tim Randolph and Tim Gary as they hit hard down the backstretch. Well, this is a bizarre wreck. They're catching the 17 and the 71. Colton on the 15 is like, hey, move out of my way. And he's going to the high side. Rowe kind of crowds up into the wall. They both go down to the 6 of Seaman. Seaman gets spun around right there. And then the 15 of Yo comes up. And he's going to get Tim Randolph right there. The 92 spins around. And then Tim Gary hits the 92 hard. And those two with some pretty heavy damage. And then Seaman's, I think, going to come along and maybe hit the 43. I don't know how he got his. Unless he got that much damage from... I guess he must have gotten that much damage. So my oh my, what a turn of circumstances this is. It's going to set up a really late race restart. Worn tires, a lot on the line for chasers, and they know it. Back in front, it was the 13 of Steve Morgan. He'll be a race leader once we get to the restart, which is going to be around maybe 4 laps to go, not much more than that. This restart will come with 5 laps of racing to go. Not much time left. From that crash, Tim Gary and Tim Randolph are out. 34 cars on the racetrack. 28 are on the lead lap. Hopefully lap traffic will not be an issue for your race leaders here with 5 to go. Steve Morgan trying to hold on and win. He's out front. Brendan Reed is in second. Luke Rainier Pulsar is still up to third. Where did he come from? He's been up front all race. He's in contention at the end. Lawrence Poundpond is fourth and Alex Stewart fifth. Heath, Rains, Galloway, Canto, Bright round out the top 10 for this restart. 5 to go. Green flag is back out, and we're back racing. Cars go to the high side. Maybe they thought they were going to get up there too early. Maybe want to get shuffled back a little bit. A lot of cars going up top. Some all the way up against the walls. Reed looks for the race. He wants to get out front immediately in case a yellow comes out. And Luke Rainey following him through. Rainey won the Target Series race yesterday. He's now to second. Your pole sitter is fighting down on the inside lane. Does he have the drifting enough to get beside the 33 and stay there? Coming to 4 to go now. He is beside that 33 as they go through 3 and 4. Stewart with a run the 38. A big run. Pallenpon the 32 up top as Heath and the 9 coming low. Eli Brent, the 80 is made 4 wide. He's trying to get up inside the top 5 with now 4 laps of racing to go. And they're 3 wide up front. Rainey put to the middle lane as Alex Stewart goes low as they race up into turn 1. Stewart trying to get clear. Lawrence Pallenpon going for a second. Justin for third. He might go for a second now. And Eli Bright's behind them. It's a big pack of cars as they come down the backstretch. That's Donovan Dewitt in the 22 and Carter Friesen in the 99. Down low, TJ in the 30. Top to bottom lane as they enter turn 3. Come around to see 3 laps to go now. Hanley forced the 88 to the middle lane. Pallenpon now 3 wide with Heath down low. Heath has won here so many times before. He knows how to win at all club. He's 3 wide for the lead with 3 to go. Not much time left, but there's a lot of time left here in this pack. Donovan Dewitt goes 4 wide down low. He's challenging. He's going to be going for the race lead as they go through 1 and 2. And down the backstretch, Donovan Dewitt is 3 wide for the race lead. And stacking them up in the middle of the pack, they're 4 wide. Brendan Reed went to the middle lane. Eli Brent, the 88, is 4 wide. He might get down line right there, have a shot. Dewitt is a lap car, so he's not in contention to win. Coming around to see 2 laps to go now. Jonathan Rains in the 29 makes a move, trying to go 2 in a row here on the West Coast. Alex Stewart, meanwhile, is controlling all the lanes. 2 to go, 4 miles left. And Eli Brent, the 88, sails off into turn 1, 3 wide down low for a second. Make it 4 wide. Jake Galloway, the 11, makes a move. Jonathan B from the 4 now coming low. They might not make it back to the white flag. Stewart is out front. No contest so far as they keep Allen 3 by 3 behind. Can they get to the white flag without crashing? Does anyone have a shot at the 30 of Stewart? They go through 3 and 4. 4 by 4, even 5 wide in the pack. Cars getting tight. They're coming to see the white flag. Rains contact with Hanley. They're saving their cars. Digger Yepes comes down pit road. White flag. Stewart has a huge lead. Can he make it around one more time and win? Juckman, the 1, might have a say. Max Harrison, the 83, is down low. But here he comes to the bottom lane. Octavio on the 00. He's coming low. But can anyone get to that 38 and have a shot? They come down the backstretch for the final time. No one has a shot as of now. They're 3 by 3 with the leader out front. It's exactly what he wants to see. Off into turn 3 for the final time. They're 4 and 5 wide. They come off of turn number 4 Alex Stewart is going to win it all club as they battle 4 and 5 wide in the pack. Stewart gets out front. He wins it all club. Look at that pack. That's a majestic pack right there. They made it without crashing. Alex Stewart in the 38 wins it at all club. And once again, a non-chaser wins one of these chase races. Yepez has come off pit road now after having to pit lane that race. Let's go check the finishing and chase results. Here are the finishing results from the Sony 500 at all club. There were 3 caution flags for 12 laps and 18 lead changes among 11 different drivers. Alex Stewart ties for leading the most laps at 7, brings it home with the victory as he got out front the end and never looked back. Lou Jack Table ends up second, so Chaser with a great result here. Carson Bowers ends up third, Riley Sprague in fourth, and Max Anderson in fifth. Then 60 of Emmett Juckham, TJ Hanley in 7th, Michael Canto 8th, Jonathan Beaver 9th, rounding out the top 10, Brendan Reed. There's your top 20. Steve Morgan also led 7 laps. He ends up in the 20th position. Luke Rainey led a lap, started from the pole, he ends up 17th. He was in that pack at the end. Just once again, you have to time it right. He did not have it timed right and couldn't get back down to the bottom lane. Look down 21st to 40th. You'll see that 26 cars finished on the lead lap, and Griffin Lynn, your points leader, ends up 22nd. He keeps that points lead, but then the margin definitely narrows as how many cars finished running? About 34 finished running even after the crash we had. So big. It's kind of surprising there. So all the cars out, and at the right side are the point standings, and Griffin Lynn has the points lead with 49 points, and by 7 points over second, Lee Jack Table, and that's a big tie for third between the 42, the 29, and the 9, and then the others behind trying to run them down as the front 4 really kind of pulled away inside the 40s. Or I guess that's the front 5 are really pulled away inside the 40s, and the rest are trying to play catch up, like the 56 is trying to get up there. The 09, the 47, the 14, some of these drivers trying to get up there. Jeff Bright needs a good result. He only has 14 points, and time is running out as we are almost halfway through this chase already. So the next chase race from this 2-mile fast oval, we go to the short track, the 7th mile, Iowa Speedway for the Krispy Kreme 400. That's going to be a wild race. We have not had Iowa on the schedule in a long, long time in the Gatorade Cup Series. So see you guys then.